3. One of the criminals who were hanged kept deriding him and saying, "Are you not the Messiah? Save yourself and us." But the other rebuked him, saying, "Do you not fear God, since you are under the same sentence of condemnation? And we indeed have been condemned justly, for we are getting what we deserve for our deeds. But this man has done nothing wrong." Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." And Jesus replied, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." Here, Jesus promises the hope of the afterlife, of paradise, to the person traditionally called the good thief. This is not the first time that Jesus speaks about the afterlife. It's one of several places in the Gospels where Jesus holds out that promise. In the Gospel of John, immediately before Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead, he says to Martha, the dead man's sister, "Those who believe in me, even though they die, will live. And everyone who lives and believes in me will never die." Later in John's Gospel at the Last Supper, as Jesus is preparing to take leave of his disciples, he says, "In my Father's house, there are many dwelling places. I'm going to prepare a place for you." Jesus, who heard the doubts of people in his lifetime, understands doubts, even doubts about the afterlife. And so the first thing that should convince us of the promise of the afterlife is this: Jesus tells us. And needless to say, Jesus is not a liar. This utterance from the cross, incidentally, is the only time that Jesus uses the word paradise in all of the Gospels. He's responding to the good thief, who you'll notice calls him Jesus. That's a very familiar way of speaking to him. The disciples, on the other hand, almost always call him teacher, master, rabbi. Usually only the demons and those seeking healing use the name Jesus, which in Hebrew means the Lord saves. And the good thief shows us who the one is that's next to him. A simple man, yes, Jesus, but he's God too. The man who can open paradise for him. And Jesus responds, at the hour of his human death, the divine one reveals that God has in store for us paradise. And from the cross, Jesus tells the good thief and us about the future that is planned for us.